Hi. Um. Today I'll explain about the unseen burden of success. When I was younger, I had a big dreams. I wanted to be successful, to rise to a position of power and influence. I prayed for it every day. Prayed for the opportunity to be in a higher role, to have more responsibility, and to make important decisions. I believed that I reached that level, everything would fall into place. So I believed that if I get the higher position in my career, I'll be better off. Uh-huh. And it would feel fulfilled and content. Eventually, my prayers were answered. I was promoted and moved into the leadership position that I wanted. I first felt like I was on top of the world. I had the little, I had the title I had always dreamed of. I had a team to manage, and I finally made a decision I had always wanted to make. I thought, this is it. I thought, this is it. This is what I've been wanting to do. But then the reality hit. The first few days were so exciting. The first few days were very exciting. But soon the pressure started to build. My phone would ring consistently. People would come to me with problems, huge problems that I had to solve. And I was expected to do or to make important decisions that it was to be made quickly and with high value, but also had to impact the lives of the people on my team. The stress was overwhelming. I realized that this new position didn't just come with a nice office or higher position and paycheck, it came with a huge weight on me. At first, I didn't I didn't know how to handle. I had the little, but I was prepared. But I wasn't prepared for the responsibility. I found myself working late into the night, staying up and worrying about the challenges I was facing. I was exhausted, very exhausted. I couldn't sleep as I always would do in the last years. So I felt like I couldn't balance my work and my personal life anymore. I couldn't sleep with my kids anymore. I couldn't see my kids when they go to school. When they come back to school, I come at night, find them they are asleep. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up early and they are still asleep. It was heavy. That was very heavy on me. I was so exhausted. Um, and on top of that, I didn't want to let anyone down on my team, plus my bosses, even myself. It was a lot to handle, and I was struggling. One day, I found myself talking to someone I knew, someone who had been in a similar position for years. I turned to my mentor. I respected him very much. And I said, I don't know how if I'm cut out for this. I don't know if I'm cut out for this, I told him. I thought this was going to be easy, but it's a lot harder than I imagined. My mentor, you know, looked at me and smiled and said, wow, 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 wow. This was what you prayed for. You prayed for this position, didn't you? You wanted this responsibility, didn't you? But you didn't pray for the strength to handle the job. You didn't prepare yourself for the weight that comes with the little responsibility and with the title. Um, I realized then that I had been focusing only on the rewards of the title, the prestiges, the recognition, but I hadn't considered the responsibilities that comes with it. Yes, it was with Hannah. It was an Hannah to be in that position, the leadership position, the high ladder. But with that Hannah came with sleepless nights, difficult decisions to make, a lot of pressure, bullying. It wasn't about getting a title. It was about being ready to carry the weight that came with it. My mentor reminded me that success isn't just about reaching the higher position. It's about being mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for the challenges that comes with it. He held me. After holding me, he told me that when you ask for something bigger, you need to grow bigger. When you ask for something bigger, you need to grow bigger. You have to be strong. It's not just about where you go, it's about who you become to handle the responsibilities that comes with it. Can you imagine? That advice stuck with me. I started focusing on not just the work, but also on building my inner strength. I learned to delegate, to set boundaries, and to take care of myself. I learned to handle the stress and pressure with grace. And I understood that leadership was not about being in charge. It was about being able to guide others through tough times and make difficult decisions without losing my peace of mind. It was not easy, you know. It wasn't easy. It took me time. But I began to grow into the role. The more I understood the weight of the position, the more I equipped and I became the best to handle it. I realized that success was not about being in a higher places. It's about being ready to take on everything that comes with it. And that's something I didn't fully understand when I first prayed for it. I was very young and eager to climb the ladder when I wasn't ready. I wasn't grown enough. So, moral of the story? What the moral of the story? Um, so with this long story, I just wanted to teach you, my fellow youth, my fellow young and ambitious leaders, new leaders, that when you pray for higher positions, bigger than the titles, bigger, uh, the bigger positions, titles, or when you pray for more success, we often focus on the reward, but the truth is, with each new level comes a new set of challenges and responsibility. We must not only be ready to be success for the success, but also to be prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically for the burdens that comes with it. So the next time you pray for something bigger, remember to also pray for something to for strength to handle it. Growth is not just about reaching a new level, it's about becoming the person who can manage that level. So there is a saying that says the crown was heavy. Yeah, what I did, my job was very difficult. I prayed for it for 10 years. And then, boom, the position came. And I wasn't ready after those prayers of 10 years. I was still not ready. So, this version of the story I prepared, I just wanted to teach you that sio kila king'aacho ni dhahabu. That is a Swahili saying that goes by that sio kila king'aacho ni dhahabu. Like this one. Okay, till next time, see you. Ciao.